Hi everybody, this is Jill for today. If you're a new visitor to my channel, welcome. I hope that you will enjoy what you find at my channel, and if you do, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Give me a thumbs up when you think it's a good thing to do. And to all my returning viewers, subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. I always love to see you. So today there are a couple of things that I wanted to discuss. As my title up above indicates, I want to go over a few of the comments that I got regarding the women over 60 sleep video I did. I had some wonderful comments about that. And then I had a couple of other things that I wanted to discuss. So we're going to hop right into it. One of the comments, and of course you can go into the comment box, and read these. One of the people said, "I'm anxious because I'm alone. I'm lucky if I get 8 hours of sleep, and I'm 54. Well, I can imagine, being anxious. If I was alone, I probably would have some very anxious times as well. So I certainly get it, and I'm hoping that, my video kind of, just kind of gave you a little comfort to know that you're not alone. Let's see here. Okay. I had a funny comment from a woman regarding my muffins. And that she said this is perfect timing. I have been experimenting with lactation cookies for my daughter, who will soon have her second baby. And congratulations, Pam. That's exciting news. And as I had mentioned to her in the video, I hope that she's able to maneuver the cookies. She's already said she was going to make some substitutions to make the cookies more powerful to the new mother. So I hope that works out for you. I'm going down here to see, okay. Someone said they really loved the story I did regarding my girlfriend and myself in high school. Yeah. Okay. Everything you said, that's regarding the women over 60. But I consider my thoughts as worries. I worry about everything. And the strange thing is, I go around and around in a loop, worrying about the same things I worried about an hour ago. It is so stupid, and I know it, but I can't seem to put an end to it. And then she commented about having restless legs. And quite honestly, as far as what you said, yeah, I understand totally. I do that. Like I said in that video, it's like a video player. And a lot of times I will just ruminate on something that's driving me crazy. It could be something recent. It could be something long ago. And it's a terrible thing we do to ourselves, to just sit there and just churn it and churn it and churn it. In fact, sometimes I will become so emotionally invested in what I'm thinking about that my hands are clenched and I can feel my breathing's getting more rapid, and I understand totally. And how we get past that, I don't know. Like I had said, maybe trying to get ourselves into some mindfulness, it's almost a meditation, but what you try to do is just get everything away from your brain. And then of course there goes the monkey brain, hopping from one tree to another. So I get it. Someone said they used sleeping aids, that they felt they had tried everything, and that was, where they were. I get this. This is for someone, Judy Kay, and I totally get this. She said, I get up so I can watch the local news between 4 and 6. It's a wonderful group of news people who make me laugh. So she gets up around 3:30, and I did that for a while myself. I was awake. I said, get out of bed, go watch some news or get involved in a book or turn on a movie, instead of just laying there, staring at the ceiling. So I love that. That's really great. I go to bed around 9 or 10 and I'm up 4 hours later, then every 2 hours. Yep, that's my story. I have horrible sleep every night. My mind starts to wander. Do you hear this continuing theme between all of us, huh? Worrying about my health, my kids' health, etc. She said health twice. Her kids' health, sorry. And new to the list, I recently was diagnosed with macular degeneration, and I'm petrified. My primary care doctor is useless, and she goes on. And I'll tell you what, Carrie, my dad was diagnosed with macular degeneration, and I can certainly understand your fears. It's a serious thing, and I'm hoping that maybe you can find some online resources that might give you a little more peace. And maybe maybe if you find this doctor's not helping you or making you feel more confident or comfortable, there are a lot of doctors out there, and you may at some point think, maybe I need to, see somebody different. But you might check online. There's an awful lot of articles about that, especially as as I hate to say, but it's true. We are a graying society, so more and more of these issues are being discussed. So look online. WebMD I think is excellent. E-Medical I think is another one that's very good. So you might check with those. Yeah, Ellen writes, oh yes, my monkey brain, my monkey mind. I don't always have insomnia, but the cycles when I do, it is pure torture. Yeah. See there, we all seem to have a part of this, don't we? I'm glad I brought this issue up. And her left leg hurts so bad after she's driven it during the day, and yeah, those kinds of things begin to creep up on us, where at one point I used to drive 10 or 12 hours at a shot. Not anymore. Oh my gosh, that's so me as well. Dang, sometimes I think about people that live in my area, wonder what they're doing at that time in the morning. Don't you though? Don't you want to kind of look out your neighborhood door and see, I've done it before. I've looked out my sliding door and I said, oh, is there anybody awake down there? Are there any lights on? So I get that. That's hysterical. This lady says, I've always been a night owl. This is the part I didn't quite understand. I hope she replies to me. I've always been a night owl, and now it's nothing for me to fall asleep at 9 or 10 a.m. I'm sure she must have meant p.m. I'm sure she must have. It drives me nuts because I'll get sleepy and then poof, wide awake. It drives me nuts. Yeah, but I do want you to clarify. You do mean 10 p.m., not 10 a.m., so you're like spend the entire night up. That would not be good. And this one gal, I must be a lucky one. I sleep, what did she say? I am sleeping at 4 a.m. Good for you. Good for you. I always woke up to pee. When I was a kid, my dad did the same thing. My sleep has no pattern. My brain will keep me up at night. I don't mind it. It's if it's being smart, the brain she means. I love that. And that's pretty much the ones that I just thought were so terrific. And as I said, you can go back through the comments and pick up ones that that I haven't. There were a couple of comments that I need to address, and this is where the confessions up above comes in. Let's see, where is it? Two people wrote in and said to me, where is it? Did you calculate the points on the muffins, the carrot muffins that I just did the other day? In fact, I'll leave a link up there so you can see the recipe. Actually, two people did that, and it was Debbie and Judy Kay. Now, no, I didn't calculate them. And if I calculate one more point, I'm going to go nuts. And that's just the truth of it. Getting on that app and working those points made me so anxious and so angst-ridden that I was almost like a freak about it. And I looked at that and I said, my life right now is so hectic as it is, and I get freaked out about things easily and stressed out about things easily. And I realized that opening up that app every day and starting to calculate breakfast, lunch, dinner points and stressing over the points to make sure I didn't go over, and I hated to use weeklies, hated to use my rollovers. Randy felt the same way. And I said, we have got to get to a point here where we are eating healthy. We're eating limited quantities as far as portion control, and we have learned so much through Weight Watchers. And I think Weight Watchers is an excellent program. Don't get me wrong, I do. I've done very well on Weight Watchers. He did very well on Weight Watchers, and we've learned a great deal about food, about which foods you should stay away from, which foods have a good low point. And I think at this point, we have to just move back a little bit and try, and maybe, you know what, maybe in 6 months, I'll be here eating humble pie, which has no points, and saying we're back into Weight Watchers. But right now it's, so that's that. And I apologize to anyone who feels like, you know, we've, you know, not done a very good job, and I apologize for that. Or you feel like we have let you down or badmouthed the program, you know, and I'm sorry for that if you feel that way. Thirdly, I am really thinking about changing the direction of my channel, and I haven't quite decided which way I want to go. And I'm going to put, if you go to the top of my homepage, YouTube, there's, you know, playlist, a couple other things, topic. There's one that says community, and if you click on that community tab, it'll drop down. I'm going to put a survey in there, and I would like you to honestly answer some of the questions I will pose. I'm not sure whether I want to go more into the cooking and baking, as my channel has, you know, predominantly done over the last almost 5 years. Do I want to go more into women's things? I don't know whether I have enough knowledge or experience other than life's hard knocks to really do a lot of that kind of thing. And so, you know, I'm really battling, you know, trying to weigh that out and decide, you know, what I want to do. And you people I love, you've been supportive, you've followed me through a lot of different bends and different angles and different topics. And it's, you know, someone had said, I do a lot of reading about YouTube channels and how to make your best videos and that sort of thing. And the person said, and it's true, I'm learning this, that a person who starts out with a YouTube channel, it's going to morph, it's going to change, you may totally change your topic, and this is kind of a normal evolution of a person's YouTube channel. And here I am kind of at this crossroads now, and I'm wondering what I want to do. I have, as I had said in one of my other videos, a very strong women's following, which I would assume, you know, that would be expected. I also have a very strong following of women who are plus 55. And yet I have a lot of young people too. And I'm not sure whether a lot of the young people who visit are looking for tips on how to cook, you know, actual cooking lessons. And maybe I need to go more into that. So, I mean, I'm kind of, you talk about monkey brain, I'm kind of jumping all over here right now as far as my thought process goes. But I would really appreciate some feedback, because you are the people who I do videos for. And if you say to me, don't change it, or yes, you should do X, Y, or Z, you know, that is going to be so helpful for me to determine perhaps what direction I go. So I've done comments, I've done confessions, and I've done, you know, kind of a long-term planning session, just letting you know where I'm at in my life right now. So, having said all that, I want you to know I love you. I am so glad you're here. I am so glad you support me and Randy. I hope that I continue to give you content that you find interesting or funny or valuable or thought-provoking. And that's, you know, that's where I'm hoping to go with my channel this year. Anyway, as I always do, thanks a lot for watching. Tell your friends, subscribe. If you know people who like cooking, bring them on over, and I hope that they might enjoy some of the recipes I do. I do have a small Amazon affiliate store. If you go through that store, I have lots of great things that I've got posted in there, but if you go through and do some other shopping in Amazon, I do get a small commission for those purchases, and I thank you very much for that. And you all take care, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.